Hello there. Kia ora. As you're no doubt aware, our government has set itself 100 days in which it wants to achieve 49 things that they say they're moving forward with. I say moving forward, but the words repeal, cancel, stop, and remove show up 30 times in their list of 49 things. It has a whole weird, like, middle manager in a big box retailer thing going on, where they'll even do a vague promise of setting goals and then removing the resources to actually achieve those goals. Great work there, government. Anyway, one of the things that they want to remove is funding for something called Section 27, which has nothing to do with Starfleet Section 31. Very, very different things. Section 27 actually refers to sentencing, and it comes from the Sentencing Act 2002, and it allows for a report to be done and given to judges in between when somebody has been found guilty of a crime but before sentencing. And the whole idea behind it is basically to work out what led a criminal to get to that particular point. Now, this report is open to literally anybody, but the funding itself is going towards legal aid, which means that people who don't have the funds to be able to pay for it themselves will no longer be able to get these reports with this policy going through. And it's really kind of strange because while there is a whole bunch of complaints about who it is that's writing these reports, for example, the vast majority of reports are written by experts in law, criminology, sociology, anthropology, education, psychology, and mental health issues. And these reports often find very, very similar backgrounds for people. Like there's been substance and abuse disorders in there, there's been mood disorders, personality disorders, neurodivergence, learning difficulties, illiteracy, brain injuries, poverty and trauma, including extraordinary rates of historic family sexual and violent victimization. State care has also been a major, major factor. They found that one third of children placed in state care between 1950 and 1999 were likely to be incarcerated as adults. That's absolutely massive. And the outcomes have actually been pretty decent. According to the people who've been using these reports, we've been seeing more enlightening from the offender, working out what it is that's caused them to do this, reconnecting with their family and whānau, educating the judiciary and court practitioners, better sentencing outcomes, and most importantly, the reduction of recidivism. Now, this is where things get super, super messy because all of those areas that were listed before as commonalities, well, they're areas that Maori tend to be overrepresented in statistically. Even our court system, Maori are much more likely to end up in the judiciary than non Maori. And when you suddenly take away funding for that so that only people with money can do that, you're automatically going to have a negative impact on the group that has the largest percentage of use of that system, in this case, Māori. By removing funding for Section 27, what our government is doing is trying to make it much more likely that those with less income are going to end up somehow behind bars. That is not a good way to do things.